So when we talk about hallucination today, it mainly means that still large language models sometimes have the tendency to not just provide facts, but kind of make up information by predicting the next word in a sentence. And in order to explain why hallucination still happens, we need to explain the distinction between the retrieval mode and the inference mode of large language models. So let me briefly explain that. Yeah, so when large language models do retrieval, it actually means they simply go to the web or they go to documents that you have provided, and they will look for the most relevant parts in the text that they can use to answer your prompt. And actually in the retrieval mode, they really kind of do a copy pasting of text from the internet and documents. And in that way, when they are able to retrieve relevant information, the risk of hallucination is actually very low. However, large language models also have another mode of working, and it's the inference mode. And here, actually, large language models will just try to give you an answer by predicting the next word in a sentence. So they simply predict what is the next word in a sentence without caring whether that next word is the most accurate word. And what we see is that still today, even the most advanced models, when they are not able to give you an answer using the retrieval mode, they will still try to please you, and they will then jump to an inference mode to still give you an answer. And in that way, we might get output where we think it has retrieved that information from the internet or documents, but where it actually has made up that information by using an inference mode. So when we use large language models to really want to get factual information, we actually need to push it to stay in retrieval mode and don't jump to inference mode. And there we actually prefer that when it cannot retrieve information, that it will honestly admit that it doesn't retrieve information, instead of going to an inference mode and then make up an answer.